Yeah, so beryllium has electronic configuration 2,2. So now in order for beryllium to be stable, it has to either lose 2 electrons or gain 6 electrons. Which option is easier?
Lose 2 electrons.
Lose 2 electrons. Very good. So in both these cases, the first option is easier, right? So now let us see what is the meaning of valency. So valency is basically whatever number of electrons I need to either lose or gain in order to achieve that stable configuration is called valency. For example, in lithium, I need to lose 1 electron, so I will say valency is 1. In beryllium, I need to lose 2 electrons, so I will say valency is 2. Now, similarly, can you tell me the valency of boron? Boron has an atomic number of 5. So, can you guys tell me the atomic number, or sorry, the valency of boron?
Ma'am, 3 minus.
No, don't tell me any signs. Just tell me the number.
Then what is the signs?
I will tell you. That's why I said don't say signs. I will tell you later. Just tell me the number.
Ma'am, because in school we learned it as valency is like 3 minus or for carbon.
No. I'll tell you what that is. Just tell me the number for now.
3.
3. Very good. Yes. Okay. So now let us see what happens. So valency of boron is 3. Did everybody understand this? See, 3. How does it have valency 3? Its atomic number is 5. Okay. So atomic number is 5, meaning electronic configuration is 2, 3. Why? Because the K shell will always have a maximum of 2 electrons. So first I will fill the K shell. I'll put 2 electrons in the K shell. Remaining are 3 electrons, which I'll put in the next shell, which is the L shell. Okay. So now boron can lose these 3 electrons in order to achieve duplet rule, or it has to gain 5 electrons in order to satisfy the octet rule. Which one is easier for it to do? 1 or 2?
Ma'am, first one.
First option. Yes, it is easier for it to lose 3 electrons. That is why the valency is 3. Did everybody understand this?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, Bhavya.
Ma'am, so if the atomic number of any element is 2, ma'am, so the valence shell will be the K shell.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So the valency is 3. Now let us look at what these signs are. What is this plus 3, minus 3, plus 2, minus 2? What is all this? Okay. Let's look at that. So now we know that in lithium has 3 protons and 3 electrons. Okay. We said that it is easier for lithium to lose 1 electron. Correct? In order to attain duplet configuration, it is easier for lithium to lose 1 electron. So what happens if lithium loses this electron? This electron is gone. Okay. So now what happens to lithium? It has 3 protons and how many electrons after losing? 2. Very good. Yes. So it has only 2 electrons. So now over here protons are positively charged, so I'm going to write plus 3. Electrons are negatively charged, so I'm going to write minus 3. If I add both these together, I'll get 0. So the charge on lithium at this point is 0. When it had like no electron was taken away, everything is there. So 3 protons, 3 electrons, my total charge is 0. Now I have taken away 1 electron, so there is 3 protons, 2 electrons. So now what is the total charge on lithium?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Karthik.
Ma'am, is it important to write plus 3 or minus 3?
in terms of valency.
Yes, ma'am.
So, no, you don't. It is not important, but I will tell you why you need to understand.
I think while we are doing bonding, like when we make the compounds and in reactions and all, that time
Yes.
it's needed.
That time it is important, correct. So yes, you need to understand this.
Are unstable, what happens? Like, will anything happen, or is it fine to be unstable?
It is fine to be unstable. It's just that until you attain stable configuration, it will keep reacting. Okay.
Ma'am, any example?
Yeah, all of these are example. Lithium, beryllium, boron. They are all examples. Like we will learn when we come to bonding in the next topic. We will learn that. Okay.
Ma'am, leads to some other topics, ma'am.
With water, it produces heat. And so water reacts.
Water doesn't react. It conducts electricity, yes, but does it react with other elements?
No. Because it is completely stable. And produce heat.
What?
It reacts with potassium and produces heat.
It reacts with potassium and produces heat. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Ma'am, then many, what do you say, unreversible or irreversible?
Ma'am, what was the question?
So the question was, does water react?
Ma'am, water
It depends.
So the thing is, yes, water does react and it is not completely stable, but it will react less. Okay, it reacts with a very few things, but it will try to be as stable as possible. So after the reaction, these elements will try to be as stable as possible. Okay, that does not mean they will form elements that are completely unreactive. Not true. Some of them will be reactive.
So I know that H2O is water. So like what happens, like hydrogen adds up with oxygen, or like ma'am, as you said that it doesn't react. What happens?
What? Which element has valency 0?
Yeah.
Helium, neon, argon. All the noble gases have valency 0.
Ma'am, but ma'am, even oxygen is a noble gas. No, ma'am, it does not have valency 0. I don't think
Oxygen?
it. Yeah.
Okay, let's find out. 3 protons. What happens in case of lithium? When lithium loses 1 electron, it has 2 electrons left. So if I put for protons, I have +3, right? Because protons are positively charged. Electrons, I have -2 because electrons are negatively charged, and now there are only 2 electrons because lithium lost that 1 electron. Now if I add this up, what is the total I will get? +1.
Right.
What is the total?
+1.
+1. Okay. So lithium has a valency of +1. So beryllium, what is the valency?
2.
Can you tell me with the sign?
-2.
No, it's +2. Okay, look. So beryllium has 4 protons and 4 electrons initially, and then it loses 2 electrons. So +4 -4, this was 0. After it loses 2 electrons, what happens? So -2, right? So what is the total now? +2, right? So the valency is +2. Can you tell me the valency of boron? Boron atomic number is 5.
+3.
+3. Very good.